Every minute, somewhere on Earth, an earthquake shakes the ground. In fact, the planet experiences more than 500,000 detectable earthquakes each year. Yet, in 2026, people around the world are asking, are earthquakes happening more often than ever before? It feels like breaking news of a major quake comes almost every week. People are anxious watching for the next big one. This sense of constant shaking isn't entirely new. Earthquakes have always been a part of life on our restless planet. But 2026 seems different. There have been clusters of large earthquakes in places not used to them. Cities have felt tremors, schools have held emergency drills, and social media has been buzzing with earthquake alerts and rumors. Is this just a feeling, or is something truly changing under our feet? The answer is complex. Some years the Earth does shake more than usual. Sometimes, it's just that we are paying closer attention. New technology and instant communication make us all more aware of every shake, big or small. But to understand what's really happening, we need to look below the surface, literally. Let's dig deeper into the science of earthquakes, what makes 2026 feel so intense, and how we can prepare for whatever the planet throws our way. Imagine the Earth's surface as a giant jigsaw puzzle. The pieces are called tectonic plates. These plates are always moving, but very slowly, about as fast as your fingernails grow. Sometimes, they slide past each other smoothly, but often they get stuck. When the plates finally do slip, the energy released causes an earthquake. The places where two plates meet are called fault lines. Most earthquakes happen along these cracks. It's a bit like snapping your fingers. Pressure builds up, and then, snap! All the energy comes out at once. That snap is what we feel as an earthquake. The bigger the buildup, the stronger the quake. Some plates pull apart, while others push together or slide against each other. All of this movement is powered by heat deep inside the planet. It keeps the plates restless, constantly shifting and grinding. So earthquakes are simply a part of how our planet works. When you feel the ground shake, you're actually feeling the movement of entire continents. It's amazing, and also a reminder of how small we are compared to the power beneath our feet. 2026 has felt like a wild year for earthquakes. Several powerful quakes have struck in quick succession, from Japan to Turkey to California. Why does it seem so intense? One reason is clustering. Sometimes big earthquakes happen close together in time or location. Scientists call this seismic swarming. These clusters can make the planet seem angrier than usual. Another reason is technology. Today we have thousands of sensitive instruments picking up even the smallest tremors. Our phones vibrate with alerts the instant the Earth moves. News of an earthquake spreads globally in seconds. We see live footage, hear personal stories, and even get videos of shaking office buildings moments after it happens. Social media is also a game changer. In the past, you might not have heard about a 5.0 quake in Chile. Now, it's trending worldwide. Hashtags, posts, and videos make every shake feel closer to home. This flood of information can make earthquakes seem more common, even if the total number isn't much higher than usual. So, while the Earth might not be shaking more, we are certainly more tuned in than ever before. That awareness is both exciting and sometimes overwhelming. Not every place on Earth shakes the same amount. Some spots are far more dangerous than others. The most famous fault line is the San Andreas Fault in California. It runs almost the entire length of the state, and has caused some of America's largest earthquakes. Another well-known fault is the North Anatolian Fault in Turkey, which threatens cities like Istanbul. Japan sits on the Ring of Fire, a circle of fault lines around the Pacific Ocean. This region produces most of the world's largest earthquakes and deadly tsunamis. Other earthquake hotspots include Indonesia, Chile, Mexico, and New Zealand. These countries have learned to live with regular shaking and have built strong buildings to help keep people safe. Some places, like the middle of the United States or Europe, rarely feel earthquakes, but even these quiet areas can surprise us. In 1811, a massive quake near New Madrid, Missouri, was so strong it made the Mississippi River flow backward for a short time. Wherever you live, knowing about local fault lines is important. The more we understand where earthquakes are most likely, the better we can prepare. Most earthquakes are natural, but, humans can sometimes cause the ground to shake too. One way is through mining or building large dams. When we remove huge amounts of rock or add lots of water to the ground, it can trigger small earthquakes. Sometimes these are called induced earthquakes. Another big cause comes from the oil and gas industry. Injecting wastewater deep underground, a process called fracking, has caused swarms of earthquakes in places like Oklahoma and Texas. Most of these are tiny, but a few have been strong enough to damage buildings. However, human-caused earthquakes are only a small piece of the puzzle. The vast majority of earthquakes, especially the large and deadly ones, are caused by the natural movement of tectonic plates. We might make the earth tremble a little, but we can't control its deep forces. So, while our actions can sometimes trigger quakes, it's the planet itself that's the real power behind most of the shaking. With all our technology, why can't we predict exactly when an earthquake will hit? The truth is, scientists still can't say for sure. Earthquake prediction is one of the hardest problems in science. We can track where big quakes are likely, along major fault lines, but not when they'll happen. Scientists use many tools to monitor the Earth. They measure the tiniest tremors, track ground movement with GPS, and listen for strange sounds deep underground. Sometimes they see patterns, like more small quakes before a big one. But most of the time, earthquakes strike without warning. What we can do is forecast risk. For example, scientists know there's a good chance of a big quake hitting California in the next 30 years. But when could mean tomorrow, or a decade from now? That uncertainty makes earthquake safety even more important. Until we unlock the secrets of the planet's crust, earthquakes will keep us guessing. That's why preparation matters so much. A powerful earthquake can change the world in seconds. Land can rise or sink, rivers can change course, and lakes can drain or form overnight. Some quakes even shift coastlines several meters. In rare cases, massive earthquakes have slightly changed the speed of Earth's rotation, shortening the day by a fraction of a second. Earthquakes can also trigger giant waves called tsunamis, which crash onto shores and cause destruction far from the epicenter. These events can reshape entire regions, affecting millions of lives and causing billions of dollars in damage. Because we can't stop earthquakes, preparation is key. Families practice drop, cover, and hold-on drills. Cities enforce strict building codes to keep structures standing. Early warning systems can give people a few seconds to take cover. Emergency kits, escape plans, and community training help everyone stay safer. Knowledge is our strongest defense. By understanding the science and being ready, we can reduce harm and recover faster, no matter how much the ground shakes.